The first thing about bank shots that I would like to mention, at least for the beginning to intermediate player, for the type of player who just plays in a weekly league or plays in a weekly pool hall or bar tournament, is that a bank shot, for reasons that we're going to go into briefly, is a shot that you really don't want to spend a significant amount of your practice time working on, especially if you have a limited amount of practice time like myself. You would rather spend your time doing other types of drills, sharpening up higher percentage shots and position plays. Things are going to come up more often. And due to the fact that a bank shot is really sort of an inconsistent practice, or an inconsistent shot, it's something you don't want to spend a lot of time doing. Now we're going to get right into discussing how to aim a bank shot. I've seen many systems of seeing or conceptualizing a bank shot and aiming a bank shot. One involved having a mirror on the table. One involved visualizing another table over the top of this table. One even included using the light pattern from the lights up here to aim the bank shot. Not saying that any of those systems don't have any merit, that there's nothing to them. I just found them very difficult, if not impossible, to conceptualize. This one too is very difficult to conceptualize. You know, drawing the lines in your mind. You could maybe use the cue to assist you in seeing this, but it's something you really have to train your mind to see. And to me, this is the most practical one. So it goes like this. And what we're going to do in a minute is I'm going to take you to another camera angle and show you these lines up close if the resolution on your computer isn't good enough. I just thought it best to at least show it where we're talking about the pocket that we want to pocket the object ball in. So for the sake of this demonstration, this big large white dot is where the object ball is going to be resting. And to show these other lines, I'm going to take the object ball away. So know that the object ball is resting on this white dot. The very first thing that you do is in your mind, and this is something you're going to have to practice doing in your mind, because a pool hall owner is not going to appreciate you drawing lines on their table, and your measurement with a cue, although that's better than nothing, sometimes the curvature or the taper of the cue can throw off your aim. So, back to the demonstration. Object ball on a white dot. You draw a line between the object ball directly perpendicular, making a 90-degree angle. And another way of saying it is you want to draw a straight line to this rail. Okay? Now, keep in mind that we're trying to bank the object ball into this pocket. The first step is you draw this line to the rail. Second step is you draw a line from the object ball to the opposite pocket, the center of the opposite pocket to be exact. So we have two lines now that we're working with. Line from object ball to rail, line from object ball to center of opposing pocket. Now we draw another line from the center of the pocket that we want to pocket the object ball to the point where this line touches the rail. And what this creates is a line intersection. And where this line going from the object ball to the opposing pocket and the line from the desired pocket to the rail intersect, we draw another line to the rail, and this dot here on the rail represents our aim point. This is where we want the object ball to travel to get the desired carom angle to pocket it in this side pocket. And I'm going to do a demonstration with a cue ball and just make it a simple kick. And then I'm going to do a demonstration with an object ball. Now, one thing to note, where the cue ball is, it really doesn't matter where the cue ball is. It doesn't change where you contact the rail. Here's a closer view of the lines that we just got through looking at from a further distance. Again, this dot is where the object ball will be lying, and our goal is to pocket the 10 in the opposing side pocket. And at this point, for the purpose of this discussion and talking about aiming, it's not really important where the cue ball is, just so we have an angle where we can drive the cue ball to this point. So the first line we draw, and again this is something that's done mentally, where the ball is lying, you draw a line straight to the rail. The second line you draw is from where the ball is lying to the center of the opposing pocket, the opposite pocket. That's another way of saying it. And then you draw a line to the pocket where you want to pocket the object ball, and you want it to meet exactly where this line, this first line, is touching the rail. Now, these two lines are going to create an intersecting point. From that intersecting point, we draw our last line to the rail, and this becomes our aiming point. So you would aim, if this were a kick shot, if this were the cue ball, you would want the cue ball to go to the rail and into the desired pocket. If it's a bank shot, like so, you would want the object ball to go to this point. And again, this is a closer view. If your graphics weren't good enough on your computer to see it from a distance.